Now, I know there's some of you out there who are thinking, God, day 9 is so smooth. Now, to both of you who think that, I just want to dispel any of that right now. If you want dating advice, I'm not necessarily the guy that you should come to. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, I went to this get-together where we're going to play all sorts of fancy romantic things like Settlers of Catan, which I'm the shit at. I rule that game because what I do is just say that I'm in last place, then I build on shitty numbers and get there every time. 3 castles on a wheat, 3, 3, king of wheat, put it behind my ears and look like Julius Caesar. I don't give a shit, I have too much wheat. That's how I play Settlers of Catan. And also there was this girl there, right? But, you know, at that point in time, I was sort of tunnel visioning. So when I emerged from that, 3-hour escapade and people are slowly filtering out, there was this girl there. She was so beautiful. Her name was Felicity. We were talking and, and people started to go to bed and we went out on the balcony and she's like, oh, I'm kind of cold. And I was like, well, I have an arm if you want, because, whoo, Pimp City, seriously, right? So, pull her on in, she's getting a little close, and it's getting snuggly, and then she starts slowly not looking over the balcony, and just slowly starts turning more towards me, so that it's like just us, there's no one on this balcony, because this is like an LA balcony, where it's like 4 feet of depth and then like 8 feet wide and that's it. You're just like crammed into this box. 4 feet is way too much. It's like a foot. Seriously, it was just us and a bag of coal there. And it's totally obvious that it's time to kiss her, right? It's very clear. It's like when you have one barracks and it's floating in the corner, it's time to leave the game if that's your only building, You don't think, well, if I can build one Marine, and if that one Marine can kill off everything, this never happens. I'm literally standing here with her face 6 inches from mine, breathing on her face about, oh yeah, and that's why the Dresden Files is my favorite fantasy series. Yeah, nailed it, right? So eventually I'm like, well shit, I gotta go to bed because I have to get up and I have to do a show in the morning. I do this really cool show called the Day 9 Daily, and she's like, oh, how interesting. Because Felicity gets it, right? So I walk her to her car, and then there's that hug. And that hug, the scary part about a hug can mean 2 totally different things on either side of the hug, you know what I mean? Where one person's coming in like really hard like this, and the other person's coming in with their hands up like this, doing one of those like T-Rexes with a bum knee, where they're not actually going to hug you, they're going to like just put their shoulder into your throat and then just push you away again. And I was kind of going somewhere in between then. I was like just sort of doing this, but I was ready for a little more contact, but the hug went on like a second too long. So I figured I better, back off on this. Better, already, I don't want to do the kissing thing, because I don't want to kiss the girl, because I respect her. And so I gave her a high five. And I thought that made it a little more casual. And then, because it was cold, I was like, bye, Felicity, and I ran back to my car. It was really chilly. So, of course, when she went to her friends later, and they said, Felicity, how was it? And she said, he ran away from me. Like, what? I thought he had his arm around you on the balcony. And she was like, yeah. And then he ran away.